And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. Our sight tonight. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Charlotte. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And you know, right now for the Bulls, they believe they were the best team entering the year. Others believed it too, and we've seen nothing to dissuade that assumption.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Gordon Hayward is a versatile offensive player, but he said, for me, being aggressive is playing downhill. Usually, if I can get things going to the rim first, it opens up every other part of my game. And he's still able to collapse defenses, finish, and create for teammates. Guys?
David, he is the total package. And at this point late in the season, Brent, any danger that contenders that might be coasting can't flip the switch for the playoffs?
I don't think so, Kevin. There's a lot of talk about you want to be hot going into the playoffs. And, you know, I've looked at numbers like that where teams who have gone in, even teams who have won the championship, have been 500 in their last 14 or 15 or 16 games. And, you know, I think it's just a matter of experience. And those teams that have it, they understand the tempo with which they can play before they head into the postseason action.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Hayward, and it's Winters in at the two-guard spot. And for Chicago, they've got Jarrett Allen. Cunningham is out there with Lamelo Ball. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Tatum in at the small forward. To the middle. Here's Allen. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Awesome job running the correct route there, and Allen just beating everyone to the right spot. Nice.
They double him with Cunningham. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Chicago ball.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Ball up top, defended by Gibson. Yep, it counts.
I like how Giannis is inviting a little bit more contact and no longer shying away from it.
And here's Gibson. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 4-point game. Love trying to break loose. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
At the line for two.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here is Ball. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. A three ball. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by Allen.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
Pass to Winters. That one doesn't drop. Bulls have gotten their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
And there's one aspect of the game Lamelo's not going to ignore, keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
Here's Gibson. Love trying to break loose. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Hayward outside. This one for three.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
And it's Ball penetrating, and Ball slams it in.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Detroit Pistons. Here's Allen, tries again. Good D from Love.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And, boy, you got to hand it to Kevin Love. Opening up about mental health, helping to raise awareness on a subject that affects so many around the globe.
Yeah, I think both Kevin Love and DeMar DeRozan, from the player's standpoint, did a great job of shedding light in that area. But Adam Silver who went to a conference and talked a lot about what players are dealing with and how the stresses of social media and the pressures of playing are wearing on them. The league as a whole, players, management, and the commissioner himself have done a great job of providing this kind of safe environment for players to be courageous enough to step out and say, I need help.
Kaminsky is checked in for the Hawks.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Tatum gets the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. The pass to Love. Down low. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
Here's Tatum.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Passes it to Cunningham. The tray. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Hawks trail by 8. And the call will be against Lamelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
1:43 left in the first quarter. Wright looking around from 10 feet out. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's Anthony. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. There's Ball with the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
We've got 1:08 left in the first. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Wagner. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
4th team foul.
The Hawks have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Allen's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And so he hits both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Allen dishes to Anthony. Kicks the ball. Lets it go from deep. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Hawks. They trail by 7.
Lonzo is a point guard, but at 6'6", using that wingspan.
Chicago's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright.
Chicago ball.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Allen in the post. He's defended by Wagner. Count that one.
That's feel-good moment right there. 3 of 4 so far.
Tipped away to the left side wing. Fires from the corner, and that one's good. Korkmaz.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. And the step back, a shot that's become a staple for the league's top scorers. Case in point, Gordon Hayward among that group, and he does it.
I really like the step back move, being at 6'8".
One of many moves, Greg, but that probably is his signature move now.
Moves and counter moves. Hayward has a lot in his bag to keep defenders off balance.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Chicago right now, they've got Anthony. Johnson is out there with Allen. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Primo in at the small forward position. He's perfect from the line this time. Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but you know, the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season. And so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. But I still love where our game is and look forward to watching these young men chase their dream. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the foul called on Jared Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Jayson Tatum comes in for Johnson. And it's Cunningham in for Cole Anthony. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Gibson's checked in. Ball's checked in for the Bulls. Kevin Love's checked in for the Hawks. Gordon Hayward comes in for Korkmaz. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Out to Hayward. Inside. Love at the elbow. 6 on the shot clock. Gibson passes to Love. No good with the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Ball with the bucket.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jump.
Hayward outside. Back to Gibson. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And a little bit of showmanship from Ball on that slam, displaying some athletic ability.
Hayward outside. 11 feet away. He gets that one.
Gordon Hayward.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Cunningham. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 5 here tonight.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Hayward looking over the floor. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
A scrawny kid coming into the league. Hayward has added more muscle, and I think it helps him on these physical finishes.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And I love the way they just came right out at them in that game, determined to attack the rim.
And it led to them getting a bunch of points at the free throw line. So that aggressiveness caused foul trouble for their opponent. It was a great aggressive attitude that they played with.
Giannis, he's checked in for Allen. Outside Gibson. Love trying to break loose. No good from Gibson.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
A nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Now here's Gibson. Last time 14 points for him. Excellent D there from Ball. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
Gibson against Ball. And Gibson kicks to Hayward. Back to Gibson. That shot misses. Excellent D there from Ball.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Tatum's shot is off.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
From 12 feet out. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside challenge.
Well, guarding Antetokounmpo is really difficult because of how awkward he can get around the floor and how much space he can take up.
30 seconds left in the first half of the game. Gibson dishes to Kaminsky. Love outside. Hayward outside to halt the run, and it's Primo with the rebound. In transition, here come the Bulls. Cunningham with the ball. Banked in off the glass. Cunningham's got 6 in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And so it's Chicago, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. How do you guys get back in this game after the first half?
Thanks, Josh. I mean, we're getting good ones. I don't know what it is. We had the day off. Usually get our legs under us in the second half, come out, go on a big run like we usually do, and we'll be fine.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show.
And Jack, how about what you saw from the Hawks?
Well, they're not finding good shots, and that starts with their ball movement. Too much hero basketball. They need to sharpen up the attack. More motion, quick cuts, get the ball inside. There's no way they're coming back with that type of play.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Outside Gibson. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ball. And he gets it to go. Ball's got 8.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pass to Winters from past the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. It's stolen. Cool Boca out of hand on it. Hayward against Tatum. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really a tough break for the D.
Bulls making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Wagner's checked in for the Hawks. Korkmaz comes in for Gordon Hayward. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Winters the pass to Korkmaz. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Korkmaz has got his second bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Winters the pass to Gibson. His three-pointers off the mark.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
And to Tacumbo. Got it. Good job in the low post. Giannis has got 4 points this quarter.
It just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
That one drops for him.
Wow, 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
And here's Gibson. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Driving in. Softly drops in the floater. Gibson's got 6 points.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And Coach was talking about the muscle Tatum's packed onto his frame. He said now he has the power of a power forward. We saw it on display right there.
Gibson passes to Winters. Here's Korkmaz. Fires from deep. And the rejection by Tatum. Here's Winters. Trains the three-pointer. Winters has got his second basket of the night.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his third foul of the game. So for the Bulls, Johnson, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and Anthony subbed in for Ball.
2 minutes.
Sykes. A three-pointer is right on target.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Outside Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 11 points in the game.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Now the pass to Winters. Another three for Atlanta.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Here's Allen. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Cunningham, he's checked in for Johnson. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. .103 left to play in the third. Here is Forbes, covered by Anthony. It's deflected. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
Passes it to Hayward. Launches a three. It's good from long range. Hayward's got his third basket of the night.
A tough cover out there. You want to close out hard on Hayward, but you also have to respect his ability to take you off the bounce. Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock, and that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here.
Team foul. Now into the lineup for the Hawks.
So it's Atlanta now, driving inside. They get the rebound, out to Hayward. Over Tatum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Jayson Tatum.
Putting defenders in tough spots is a trait of Hayward's game. I mean, he gets his man on the back foot and forces him to either foul or give up the easy one.
It's his first trip to the line.
In examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
He hits both from the stripe.
And what you love about Hayward, the all-around ability. Scores, facilitates rebounds, and does so with consistency.
Back to Anthony. Fires the three, and he's good on the 3-ball. Anthony's got 5 now.
Haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
Offline. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's Chicago running away with this one. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Martin, and it's Haynes in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Right outside. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Ryan Winter.
Man, you know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. You know, don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
And finished off by Martin.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Hawks shooting the ball at 42%. Right outside to the right side. Jack passes to Kaminsky. Over Martin, and again it's Atlanta.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks.
Chicago leading by 22. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for two. Now, one of my favorite days in the NBA calendar, the trade deadline. Anything you'd like to see the league, Brent, adjust with?
I'd like to see them trade announcers if they could, Kevin. I would maybe trade you for one Greg Anthony and a pick to be named later.
Man, I'd just be curious to know who that pick to be named later is going to be. I'm kind of sticking with Kevin on this one.
Thank you very much. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Each year we get to see Giannis come back from the summer and what he's done to up his game. Get a little bit stronger in the weight room, be a little bit better ball handler, play a little bit more aggressively. The guy's competing to be one of the best players in the business.
And so Allen will bring it up for Chicago. Ball, the pass to Allen. Dishes it to Tatum. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. To the inside. That's good from Allen on the assist by Tatum.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And Gibson wide open. He shoots. Sinks the three-pointer.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Ball surveying the defense. Gibson with it. Now guarded by Ball. Fires the three. No good from Gibson.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Tatum kicks to Ball. Unloads from 9. That shot no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Here's Winner. Pass to Korkmaz. Takes a three. Knocks down the three ball.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Allen passes to Tatum. Now Ball. Beyond the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
Mano a mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
To the left wing. Here's Winner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Bulls leading by 23.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win. And looking at the season they've had already, 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Giannis.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Deck's shot is good.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And Antetokounmpo lays it up and banks it in.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Forbes, and he lays it straight in.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Here's Johnson, and it's Wagner with the rebound. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Giannis.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.